Hello and welcome to Angel's POV Cooking Diaries. Today we are going to make Spanish omelette. Now up here we have 3 large potatoes or medium-sized potatoes, and I've left the last one to chop just to give you an idea on size. Doesn't have to be an exact science, but this is roughly the size you're looking for, and that's going in the deep fat fryer. Now you got to make sure that the oil is hot, because if not, what you'll end up doing is really having greasy boiled potatoes rather than fried potatoes. So they're the potatoes frying. I'm now going to put a little bit of heat onto the frying pan, and in the frying pan we're going to put a loosely chopped onion. As I say, loosely chopped, and we're just going to sweat the onion off, or lightly fry it. Always use olive oil for the pan, please, and the onions. I'm using normal vegetable oils to fry the potatoes, simply because of cost, really, more than anything else, because it would cost a bomb to fry it off in olive oil. So, onions. Should have peeled it before, really, shouldn't I? Just loosely, look, very loosely. Chop the onions up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away while the potatoes and the onions fry, and then I'll come back and we'll do the second stage. Okay, let's put the onions in, and as I say, just lightly fry them. Okay, we'll be back shortly. Okay, welcome back. So the onions I'll put at a really low heat now, so the potatoes cook at the same sort of time. The potatoes are nearly there. They're just starting to brown, so they're nearly there. So I've broken 6 eggs in here and give them a really good little whisk. Oh, I found a little bit of egg. Let's take that out. No one wants to bite into an eggshell. Okay, so give it a really good little whisk like that. Get it all whisked in together. And black pepper. That's obviously to taste, but a nice bit of black pepper. A couple of pinches of salt. Whisk it in. Now, first of all, I'm going to get the onions and I'm just going to chuck them in. Alright, like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the heat right up onto this pan. So put the, oh, there's a bit of onion there. Okay, put the heat right up on the pan. Turn the potatoes off, and the potatoes, and just literally throw them in like that. Okay, and then just give it all a nice stir. Try and make sure all the potatoes are covered like this. Now, with omelette, there aren't really a set amount of ingredients. Okay, you make it by eye, really. So here we've used, look, you can see some of the eggs starting to cook already. Here we've used 4 medium potatoes and 6 eggs and an onion. That is what I always start off with. Sometimes I have to add a little bit more egg, just to make sure it's got enough egg. But now just transfer it all like that to the frying pan, and then give it a good shake to get it nice and settled. Now as you know, as I said, I've put the heat up, but now what I do, just to get it set really, with a nice high heat, but now what I do is I turn it down, so it cooks the egg a little bit through. It'll take a while, maybe 5 minutes or so, but I don't want to keep you watching this video all that time, so I'm going to pause it, and then when I think it's ready to turn, we'll come back and we'll do the turn and go from there. Okay, so I shall see you shortly. Okay, and we're back. So look, if you just lift it, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a nice golden brown colour there, look. You should be able to see that, nice golden brown colour. That's one side done. Now I'm going to turn the heat back up, but I always do this bit over a sink, and the reason I do it over a sink is in case we have a disaster. It's a lot easier to clean a load of egg in the sink than it is on the kitchen floor. So you turn it onto a plate, turn it upside down and just slide it in. That's it. Now straight back onto the high heat, and I like to just tuck in the sides so you get a nice shape. Okay, so it's going to take more or less same sort of time as last time, so we'll pause the video and we'll come back in a couple of minutes. Now I'll turn the heat down because the egg would have set on the other side. Now we want it to cook through as it's colouring. So there she is, just cooking through. I'll come back in 2 or 3 minutes and we'll see how we got on. Okay, so here we are. There's the omelette. Now, what a little trick is, I've always found the first side you get the nicer, flatter finish. But let's have a look, okay? It should be cooked now. Let's turn her over. Yeah. Look at that. So, as you can see, it's cooked nicely. It's all nicely set. But because of the egg set on the other side, when you turn it over, you have little gaps like this. So, from a presentation point of view, I always put a plate on, turn her over. It's the same omelette, but this side just looks that much nicer, basically. Normally, I don't do this. Normally, I let her cool down for a couple of minutes before I cut her. But for the sake of this video, let's have a little look. Look at that. Can you see that? It's still steaming. A nice Spanish omelette. Now, serving instructions. Look, you can have it cold. Fantastic for picnics. Have it hot straight away. We're going to have it hot in a minute. We like it with chili beans. So I'd basically get baked beans and put chili in them. Lovely. Lovely with mayonnaise. Lovely with tomato ketchup. Warm or cold, lovely for packed lunches, and there you have it. So thank you very much for watching. There she is, look, a nice Spanish omelette. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed making it. Any comments, suggestions, always welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope you have a good afternoon, morning, day, night, week, weekend, wherever you are. And I'll see you next time on Angel's POV Cooking Diaries.